Today for your skill building practice, there is a worksheet for you to either print off or you can draw some squares in on a blank piece of paper, and I'll demonstrate that here after I review the directions. So what you're going to do is you're going to reproduce the images that you see here on the left into the box here. Then you're going to use the words in the word bank to create a description of these marks that you have just replicated. And so you can use the sentence stems, these marks are, and then use those word banks, that academic vocabulary, to create a sentence. If you don't have a printer, that's okay. What you'll do is you'll use a separate piece of paper. And so what you'll do is you'll be able to open this up on your device, be able to look at that, and so you can draw some squares and replicate that design on there. And so I want for you to practice just being able to look at a line and duplicate that line as best as you can. So once you have completed your drawing, then you're going to create a text box on that sketchbook assignment, and you can type in there your description. You can then take photographs of your skill building work and post a photo of that in your virtual sketchbook. Some of the things that I want for you to practice is I want for you to practice creating a variety of lines. So to be able to make some of those thick lines look thick, because when you draw a line with a pencil, oftentimes that line is very thin. But if you go and kind of add to that line by maybe tracing back and forth, you see how I am making that line thicker. Another way that you can do that is by almost drawing a shape and then going back and filling it in with the nice even pressure so it appears as though that was one mark. So you can practice that by doing a variety of maybe some lines with curves, adding some spaces where it looks like you have some line variation where it goes from thin to thick, back to thin. But practice that, where you can add some of those areas where it creates the illusion that that line has gotten much thicker and darker. The other thing that you can practice is also to practice with the pressure. So if you press really hard with your pencil, you create a nice dark line. If you don't press as hard, the line gets lighter. It also can get thinner. And so you can keep making lines until the lines almost disappear. And so those are some things that you can practice while you are making those skill building replications. I look forward to seeing what you create. Don't forget to post it in your sketchbook skill building page.